G'day guys, Clem again. Welcome to another episode of Outback Mini Models. What I want to do today for you is I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make your own pigments. Now, as most of you out there know, buying your own pigments from the hobby store can be quite expensive, and I basically just want to show you how, or a cheaper alternative to make it. And basically pigments is basically, when you buy it at the hobby shop, it's just crushed up pigment with some company's name, and I'm not going to say any because they're all good pigments, and I'm not saying that their pigments are bad, or they're all excellent products out there. But if you're on a budget and you actually just want to, and you want to customize your own colors as well, this is how you do it. So when you go to your hobby store, or wherever you get your pigments from, it's basically these. They're just art pigment sticks, and I get these for 75 cents each, and from a local hobby, not from my hobby store, idiot, from a local art supply store. And just a quick shout out to the ladies down at Magic Brush and Gimpy. Love your work, and just really love your service down there. That's why I keep coming back. So I thought I'd give you a quick shout out. And so back to it, what I've come back with, 75 cents each. So we basically, they've got all sorts of colours, so whether you like using reds or blues or greens, you can just pick and choose, but obviously I bought like a couple of each colour, only because I do want to custom mix my own pigments, and that's what these jars are for. I've also got, like, everything you see in front of you is I've bought and gotten from this art store, and they've actually got a range of really soft pigments which I'd really like to get. But I think that'd be a bit of a waste to chop them up. So what do we got here? I'll just put them all out, sort of. No, that's not it. That's a separate colour of its own, actually. So what we got is a really dark brown. We've got a dark green. We got an olive drab, and we've got, this is more like a, what would you call like a rust oxide, like a sort of a dark, just like your medium rust colour, and this would be sort of heading towards your light rust. And then you've got I've basically got these ones here for my armour, for like sand and like dust, and this would be like your highlight colour, which is like it's almost like a creamy yellow. I didn't actually write down the colours. I guess they're all just numbered on the stand. And this is like a, what would you call this one? This would be like a, let me go through my paints below here, and I'll just have a quick check for you guys. This would be like, no, like a dark sand, I guess you could call it. Dark sand, and this would be like a darker shade of that. So we'll put these away, because I just might leave that one out, and we'll, I'll just put these away so they don't get broken. Keep this dark brown out, and we'll put this one away. box that all these go into. So let's go all nice. Now, one of my videos, you probably would have seen me using this. Haven't really done a really good explanation of it. And what it is, it's a pigment grinder. And its sole purpose is to make pigments and a pigment wash if you choose to add liquids and things in there. And you can just basically pop the lid, decanter it in a smaller jar or whatever you want to do with it, and yeah, make a pigment wash. And once again, Laurel down at the Magic Brush, yeah, she put me onto this, because basically I told her that I was making it either using a hobby blade or a old tea strainer, and that just took forever, so I had to find like a better way of doing it. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say using a hobby knife, there's some people out there just basically get their hobby knife and they, you just scrape it down, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But me being me, and I love just finding new things and sort of keeping the mess down on my table. Found this. So basically, it's like what you'd probably have one of these in your kitchen if your wife or even yourself or your mum's got a cheese grater, but a really fine, like a really fine cheese grater. That's basically all it is, and it's just basically a grater, and it's mounted or fitted into this cap here on the top. I mean, if you want to make cheese with this, go for it. But it's made by Dewent, and we'll see how we go. And these containers here, I picked these up down there, so we're going to be putting our pigments. I'm not going to be making a whole heap, so we'll just basically cut this open. This only cost me $5. It comes in this container, so it'll be good. So just before my pigments, and that's all the only sole purpose of this container is. And they're all screw tops, yeah, so they're not going to come out. So I'll be labelling them and stuff. So we'll just get one to start off with. I've got the big ones here just in case I've got a big project and I've got need to make a lot of mud or something for a diorama. I've got the option there. So we'll put this aside. And what we're going to do is we'll definitely get some gloves on. I'm about to make a cup of coffee after this, and I don't want pigments in my coffee. So we're getting our dark brown. If I'll zoom in for you so you can see, get a better view of what I'm doing. I'll try my very best to keep it in shot for you. So all we're doing is you get your stick and you're just grinding it. And you don't need a lot of pressure. It's like actually quite light pressure. Just grinding away. And like, yeah, don't be put off by the size of the holes too on top of this. On this grater, like, it actually, surprisingly, it grinds down to a really fine powder. And this will work with just any like your pigments. You can add like mediums to it, like you can add gloss coats, you can add matte coats, you can either add IPA. I mean, it's not going to hurt it. It's not an oil based pigment stick. So it works with water. and I don't see why you couldn't use like your oil, your enamel based clear coats. Just putting that down. I'm just going to stop there. So, undo the cap, put it on top, and just have a spare bit of tissue laying around too, so you need to just wipe your fingers, wipe down the lid. Okay, so that's basically all it is. It's just powder, and all we're going to do is we're just going to put it I can see this going everywhere, guys, so here's my little pigment tray thing. Yeah, it's just a foil off, you know, off your Milo tin, whatever. So that's it, just pour it in there. Tip in here. Put the cap back on. And there's your pigment. That is it. So put it back in this container. That's one. Now if you want to make a variant, say like that colour's too dark and you don't want to mix it, say you want to go up a shade, put your cap back on. So you're doing the same thing. Do some more grinding. And the beauty about this too is you can put the cap on, give it a shake, break it up a bit more, and you're adding, this is like your rust oxide, so you're just basically adding some of this in here now. And this is a real rusty brown colour, and it's great. Yeah, so I really don't know what you guys are paying, whether you live in the States or the UK, Europe somewhere. But I know if any of you guys that are watching from where I'm from, yeah, we actually just pay a fortune. Like, I just think living here in Australia, we just the prices for our things are just absolutely ridiculous. So I think for me personally, I've got to find a cheaper option in this hobby. Otherwise, it's, yeah, I'm basically gonna set myself broke. I mean, like I said before, 75 cents for a stick. I mean, you can pay, see, I think it'd probably take 2 sticks maybe two and a half sticks to make to fill up a Vallejo tube or a pot, Vallejo pigments or a MIG, or even a Humbrol pot of pigment. So really, like 3 of these, it's, yeah, you're just paying just under $3. Like not even $3. So now you work that out for you guys in the UK. You know, you're like £2. You know, a bit over £2. I'm not really sure what the conversion rate is at the moment. So, I'll just keep grinding. It's good when you've got nothing else to do, you're waiting for paint to dry, or you know, you're in between builds, in between kits. You know, whether you build scale models or you're into miniatures, it just does not really matter. You can use the stuff for anything. I mean, even if you're an artist, grind all this stuff up. I mean, this is what it's for. I bought it from an art supply store, so whatever its sole purpose was to make pigment washes, like watercolors and things like that. So, you know, I don't see why you couldn't make your own paint by adding mediums into it. Adding a matte medium, something to it, and then just be able to paint with it, making your own actually paint out of the and you put it into a dropper bottle or something. So, undoing the cap. Pop the cap so I can chuck this in there. Once again, just give it a wipe on top. Get that second one. Just pour in our little tray again. Move this aside so you can see what I'm doing. And all we're doing, getting our container, putting it in there. And you can do this with any colour, like obviously any colour. You can even add blacks to it if you want to give it a real dark effect. You can add, you know, like creams, really light browns to even just tone it right down. And that's it. And there's, yeah, so that's making your own pigments, guys. And if you like what you see, yeah, make sure you leave a comment down below. Even just let me know how you go, and yeah, post some photos. I'm also on Facebook, on Outback Mini Models on Facebook. Like the page. If you want, send some of your photos and how you go on that, and looking forward to seeing it. Thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you soon with another video of some sort. Catch you later, guys.